Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. I have nothing new to report because I actually haven't been playing. The last time I played was when I recorded last week's episode. Reason being is that I have been busy with my 3DS that I actually thought I lost. Long story short, if you didn't know, I actually thought I lost my 3DS and I was like really sad about it. A lot of you guys know about this already, but I think Lex, maybe you're the only one who doesn't know. I was just really so sad. Like I didn't want to talk about it. Long story short, I didn't know where it was. I thought I put it somewhere and I couldn't find it. I was trying to find it in time to download some software and some updates and a bunch of different things in preparation for, there we go, Sugar Rhyme. In preparation for the 3DS store closing. I wanted to get my 3DS ready for it and there we go, got some Sugar Rhyme. There's lots of chests here. Hope I can find them all. Okay, here's one. I'm a little turned around. Oh, nasty surprise. Let's see if these enemies are easier now.
Yeah!
Ha! Pathetic!
Prepare to meet your maker! Maelstrom of magic assail you!
Okay, what's the plan? Hey, you okay? I'll take the hit. Better luck next time.
Right, let's get you patched up.
Here I go! Get ready! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, what's next, I wonder? That's better, eh?
You have my thanks.
Here I go. Get some.
Thank you. You are about to witness my true power. Maelstrom of magic assail you.
Let's see how you deal with this.
Yeah!
Don't get complacent now.
Hooray!
Alright, we captured 2 of them. That's good. And it was a new enemy. Ooh, golden egg? Let's check that out. An egg that doubles the amount of money earned. Whoa, okay. That's really cool. Stats are abysmal, but that's okay. The point is to earn money. Looks like it's really heavy. Alright, we're not hurting for cash right now, but in the future, if we try to grind for money or something, we know we have that, so that's good. Anyway, I'm going to try to focus and try to walk around and keep my bearings of where I am while telling this story, but I wanted to get my 3DS ready to download a bunch of software before the 3DS store closes, and so I bought a new SD card that could fit more games, so I could expand the memory, and I added some funds to my Nintendo account to try to... ha. This is the thing that really gave us a lot of problems last time. Alright, here we go. I think we just need to beat it a bunch of times, and then eventually it'll drop what we want.
Perfect. Nice.
I'm sorry.
Crikey, here goes nothing. Holy spirits, heal you!
Let's
You are
go
about
again.
to witness primordial forces consume you. Your days are numbered.
Ha! Pathetic. Here goes.
Right, you can rely on me.
You have my thanks.
Right, let's get you patched up.
A welcome intervention.
I'm up, huh?
It's nothing.
Want to see what I can really do? That's better, eh? Need a wee hand there?
Now we're talking.
Nothing like a wee pick-me-up.
Thanks. I need it.
You have my thanks.
What's the plan? Perfect. Yeah.
Okay then. Okay.
Prepare to meet your maker. Primordial forces consume you.
Oh, I think that's it, the special wood. Okay, there it is. Sheesh. Give the lonely old woman the wood at night. Nice. Okay. Alright, here's another treasure chest. It's good. Hopefully it's not a surprise. Okay. I feel like there's gonna be good loot in this area, so I should try to get everything I can. It's insane how big of a difference 10 levels makes. Oh, that's an enemy, I think. It's a coppice. Oh, that was another one I just walked into. Darn. Okay, that's alright.
Maelstrom of magic assail you! Are you watching, Sir Sloane?
Oh, that was a new one. Okay, did not mean to walk into that. Another sugar rhyme. Alright. Whoa, a save point. I'm assuming we're gonna come back to this in the future. Because maybe there's a boss fight or something. Otherwise, why would there be a save point? And look, that's definitely the lair of a boss. This big clearing. Okay. I don't see a chest. So I'm assuming there isn't one here. So let's head back the way we came. Oh, teleport stone, nice. Alright, just making sure. Ooh, 6,000 pig. Anyway, the story I keep trying to say, which I'm sure is going to be a nightmare for me to edit, but the story I'm trying to say is that I thought I lost my 3DS, and I realized as I was trying to get my 3DS ready for the Nintendo 3DS store closing, I purchased an SD card to upgrade the memory so I could download games to it, and I loaded up some funds to my Nintendo account, all just to get it ready. But when the time came for me to actually look for my 3DS, it was not where I thought it would be. There we go. That should be the last one. No, okay, there's one more. And so I frantically was looking. Oh, there you go. Nice. So I was frantically looking for my 3DS and I just couldn't find it anywhere. And so I was really sad about it. And I really thought that I wasn't ever going to find it again.
Let's stay focused.
Maelstrom of magic assail you! Primordial forces consume you! Bring my enemies to their knees! Let us continue on our way.
Nice, Gloria. Poison dagger, nice. So I had pretty much given up hope that I wasn't going to find my 3DS because I looked everywhere. But then over the weekend, when we were getting my daughter's room ready for her big girl bed, and we were painting in there and moving some furniture around, I looked in a part of her room, like a drawer somewhere that I could have sworn I looked in, and there it was. I remember seeing the case, and I looked at Eileen and I was just like, it would be really funny if this case was my 3DS. And sure enough, it was my 3DS. So I was really, really happy. Ooh, whale flower. So all week, every chance that I've gotten, I've pretty much just been looking at my 3DS and trying to see... Oh, does this go in like a full circle? Huh. Oh, okay. But I am missing a chest. I did find all 5 of those rhyme sugar things, but I need to get this last chest. So anyway, let's just keep exploring this while I try to finally finish the story. So all week I've just been looking at my 3DS games and... Oh, there's the last chest. That was fast. Good. So all week I've been looking at my 3DS and just looking at the different games, and one of the things that I said when I lost my 3DS was like, man, I wish I would have taken advantage of Pokemon Bank, and I know that Pokemon Bank is now compatible with Pokemon Home, which is on the Switch, and so you can send Pokemon from the 3DS games and earlier into Pokemon Home which means you can have them on the latest titles if they're Pokemon that you can actually that are compatible with those games, because as you guys know, you can't have whatever Pokemon you want in whatever game. Like in Sword and Shield, there's a lot of restrictions right now, and so hopefully with the DLCs they'll allow more Pokemon to be compatible, but you can't bring over every single Pokemon that you have over into Scarlet and Violet. And I'm just taking a look here real quick. This one gets turned into Wiswald, and then Cool Customer gets turned into, looks like Inderno? I don't know. Well, we wanted to look at Inderno anyway. I'll just follow where this is. But a Forgotten Sound is in Wiswald. This is in Holograd. This is in Halcyonia. That's in Holograd. And then Halcyonia. Oh, and then Pen Pals. Let's turn in a Cool Customer first. Then we can pick up any quests from that area too that may have come up since we defeated Adam. So yeah, one of my regrets when I lost my 3DS, or when I thought I lost it, was that I didn't take advantage of Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Home to sort of like save all those Pokemon. Part of why it was such a hard thing to lose the 3DS was because it was in a case that had all my favorite games, and included in those games were Ultra Sun and Pokemon Moon and Pokemon X and Omega Ruby, and it was just really hard to think about having lost like hundreds of hours of progress in those Pokemon games. Oh, it's you! I just got a letter from my girlfriend as it happens. Apparently her new boyfriend's got her some sugar rhyme, so she doesn't need me to get her any now. Talk about cold, eh? But I'm a pretty cool customer too. Yeah, proper icy. Probably why she fancied me in the first place. Thanks anyway. You've been a great help. Not that I care much, obviously. What am I talking about? Of course I do. Being given the cold shoulders made me see how horrible it is. I'm going to try to be more like you from now on. Poor guy. Or kid. No, it's a guy. it's a grown man. I think all this dialogue we've read already. Doesn't seem like there's anything new. No. These guys are completely unaffected by what's been happening out there. Okay. Well, good for them. I mean, wow, how nice that they don't have to worry about current events. So now we can go to Wiswald and turn in Pen Pals. So like I was saying, hundreds of hours of effort and playtime in those Pokemon games. And the thing is, when we first got those Pokemon games, that year was like Pokemon Year of the Legendaries or whatever. And the Pokemon Company was releasing legendary Pokemon every month. And so you could go to GameStop or like Target, and then you could get their code cards. You can get these code cards to redeem all these legendaries like Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, even some shiny ones. Here we go. Let's, oh, we didn't get the Meadow Mist. I don't know what I'm thinking. But we do have to turn this one in. What's that? Do I write letters to a woman over in Rheindal? Maybe I do. What's it to you? Oh, she thinks I'm mature, sophisticated, witty, and cool, you say? Aye, sounds about right. As you can see, I'm pretty long in the tooth, so I think I qualify as mature. As for sophisticated, well, I collect dusty old trinkets, so that's a definite yes. Witty's right for sure. The regulars here don't always like my repartee, but deep down, they know it's solid gold. And cool? You bet I am. My feet are bloomin' freezing. Oh, told you I was funny. Okay. Oof. Well, at least we completed a part of this. Do we have to report back to the lady now? Report back to the letter-writing woman at night. Okay. And where's a Forgotten Sound? Oh, that's in Wiswald. It has to be at night that I turn this in, huh? Okay. I think time only passes outside, so I'm gonna run outside and wait until the lamp gets turned on. So during that year of the Legendary, I would go to GameStop or to Target or sign up for the Pokemon newsletter or whatever it is that they asked you to do so that you could redeem your legendary Pokemon. So by the end of the year, I had so many different legendary Pokemon in my box, and shiny ones too. And I would always ask for an extra card so that I could redeem one on Eileen's game. And so I had accumulated all these legendaries. So not only that, but the 3DS was also really special in terms of sentimental value, because when Eileen and I first got married, we were so broke and we didn't have any money at all. We didn't have internet, we didn't have like couches or much furniture. And so the first Christmas together, we bought each other these 3DSs and we would just sit in our bed and just play next to each other. And it was like really nice memories that we made with those 3DSs the first Christmas that we had together. So it was like, for all those reasons, those hours that I put into those games and the sentimental reasons, and all the legendaries and then the case had all those like favorite games of mine. Like I had Super Smash Brothers in there and Mario Kart and the other Bravely Defaults. Like there's just so much in that case that I was so devastated when I thought I lost it. So I was super happy that I was able to find it. It was months later, but at least I was able to find it. This is it! So smooth! Aye, this takes me back. I remember when my husband carved the flute for our daughter from it. She couldn't have been happier. Played it every single day without fail. She's gone now, of course. My husband too. And we buried the flute beside them both. But lately I've been desperate to hear the sound again, so I thought I'd see if I could have one made. I know it won't bring them back, but you'll indulge an old woman, won't you? Well, what do I do? Search for a carpenter? Okay. It looks like there might be one in Wiswald. Yeah, over here somewhere. Hey. What's that? What do I do for a living? Why, I'm a carpenter. Is there something I can do for you? So you're looking for someone to carve you a flute. I reckon I could manage that. Oh, especially if it's coppice wood you want it made of. This'll make a fine little number and no mistake. Ellipses. There we go, one flute. Oh, and don't worry about paying me. Wow, okay, nice. I guess he was just excited to work with the material. I don't know if I buy that a carpenter would know how to make musical instruments. It's a little more complicated than that, I would think. Would you look at this flute? You really had it made just for me? Yes, this is just like the one my daughter used to play. That sound, it almost feels like they're both here with me again. Thank you so much. Maybe you've proved that we can bring them back after all. Oh, alright. Turn it in. Let's get that reward. Okay. Forgotten sound. What else we got? Let's go to Halcyonia. Oh, I should probably recover. Well, let's go to Halcyonia first. And then we can see what can be done over there. So yeah, needless to say, during every chance that I've had to play games, I've been on my 3DS. And I've just been kind of like looking at my Pokemon storage and moving things to Pokemon Bank, because I may have mentioned earlier, one of the things that I regretted was not moving those Pokemon to Bank and then to home so that I could have them stored in a place that's not as easily lost. So that's what I was doing. So I pretty much moved all my Pokemon out of Ultra Sun and Omega Ruby and X. I sent them to Bank and now they're in home. And I actually took a couple that were EV trained and I moved them over to Scarlet and Violet. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's a quest there that I didn't, either just became available or I never noticed that it was there. So like I said, it was probably a nightmare to edit all of that, but that's why I have nothing to report. I have not been playing this game because I've been doing other things. If we're going to pull this thing off, we're going to need bomb arms and plenty of them. You know those bomb arms that Inferno Golems and Sizzle Moths sometimes drop? Well, I'd like to get me some. I'd just buy them if I could, but they're not cheap. Oh, another ice brand. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. We have a bunch of them, I guess. Here you go. Thank you. Now I can let the cat out of the bag. We're going to use these bomb arms at the annual guards party at the palace. The plan is to plant them in a big cornfield and then, boom! We'll have enough popcorn to feed an army. It's a great plan, right? Hehe. It was King Vernon's idea. Apparently he's wanted to do it since he was a little boy. Alright, whatever. Good. Alright, so supposedly Lonsdale is out here somewhere. So what's over here? Oh, Meadow Mist. Right, okay. It's one of the ingredients that Roddy needed, I think. Okay, I probably cut all of that out right now, but I did not have the Lonsdale quest equipped or active, so I just walked across the whole map thinking I was following the marker for that Lonsdale quest. In reality, I didn't even have it toggled on, so here I am going back to Halcyonia.
You're kind indeed, allowing a vanquished foe entry to your kingdom, your majesty. And kinder still, allowing that foe's men safe passage home.
It was the least I could do for one so dedicated to the well-being of those in his charge. Now, what brings you here, Sir Lonsdale?
I've come to repay your kindness.
A laudable sentiment. And how do you propose to do so?
With a gift. The gift of my head.
Your head? Indeed.
It's all I have left to offer. Make an example of me, your majesty. Appease your people.
You understand well what it means to rule, and I thank you for your understanding. However, I cannot grant your wish just yet. Were I to see the blood price paid too soon, my people might think me a wild-eyed tyrant. I understand that you and Sir Sloane were once comrades in arms. Perhaps you might pay your respects at his grave before I accept your offer.
It would be an honor, your majesty.
Very good. My men will show you the way.
Lonsdale?
Whoa. Alright, well let's head to Sir Sloane's grave. And with the power of editing, we're here.
Did Sloane ever tell you how we met?
No. Guess he never had the chance before he...
Yeah, we were mercenaries. Same outfit. And we were rivals. More evenly matched pair you never did see. For every win, a loss. And vice versa. But we stayed in touch, even after we moved on to pastures new. Last time I saw him was in a tavern somewhere.
I hope it's a cutscene. I forgot what Sir Sloane's voice sounds like. It's been so long.
Look at us, eh? 2 swords for hire, both bending the knee at last.
Aye, 'tis happy indeed that we have found causes for which we would gladly give our lives.
Poppycock. I managed to wangle myself a generalship because Holograd's got no good men of its own, and you're a glorified nursemaid.
Ah, do not test me, Lonsdale. Princess Gloria is a girl wise beyond her years, and will make a fine ruler one day.
Well, all right for some. The lad in charge round my way these days is a liability and no mistake. He's had his head turned by some brazen temptress, and now his sights are set on a prize he can't possibly win. When they say pride comes before a fall, they're speaking of this one, sure enough.
And as his loyal retainer, art thou not honor-bound to steer thy liege lord to less treacherous waters?
Of course I am. But that only works if you listen. And I'm just a hired help.
Then thou must needs redouble thine efforts, old friend. When kings err, men die. Is that not how the saying goes?
Yeah, I know the saying, thank you very much. Anyway, less of the doom and gloom. Let's have a drink, shall we?
Thou would fain face me in a battle of the cups, good sir.
No, I would fain quench my thirst, you pillock. The only thing I'll be facing you in is a fight to put the record in my favor. I'm glad I got to come here, Sloane. I owe you an apology. If I'd listened, we'd not have had to meet again like this. When kings err, men really do die. I'd hoped my punishment for understanding that too late would have been to fall by your sword. But you went one better than that, didn't you, you wily old devil? And now the record's firmly in your favor.
What do you mean?
But he didn't even have to beat me himself, did he? He got you lot to do it for him. Got me right good, that did. Being clobbered by a bunch of kids he'd spent 5 minutes training. But if that were his last little dig, then fair play to him. We were even, me and him. As many wins as losses. But not anymore. And now that's settled, I've not much left to stick around for. I'd best be getting back to King Vernon.
There will be no need for that, Sir Lonsdale. Sir Sloane's final victory was punishment enough. He was always a formidable opponent. This being so, as Lord and Regent of the fair realm of Halcyonia, permit me to make this proclamation. Lord Lonsdale, General of the Army of Holograd, invader and despoiler of these peaceful lands, you are hereby pardoned of all crimes.
Your Majesty?
There is a time for vengeance, and a time for forgiveness. Now go, wherever the road may lead, and may the memory of your old friend travel with you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Wow. Old comrades. Sir Sloane sure knew a lot of people. Guess it comes with being a famous warrior. I heard that he traveled far and wide as a younger man in his search to find worthy opponents. In fact, it was on his travels that he met my grandfather, and it seems his mercenary associates continued to visit him long after he came to Musa. You think Lonsdale is one of them? It's certainly possible. He often spoke of one whom he had never quite managed to best, an old comrade of long standing. Knowing what we know now, I would strongly suspect that it was him. An old comrade, eh? Aye, they'd probably have seen a few things together as hired swords. You'd need people you could trust. Yeah, people you can trust with your life, and who trust you with theirs in return. You think things would maybe have turned out differently in the fight against Holograd if Sir Sloane was still around? What, like Lonsdale would have switched sides or something? Aye, it does sound unlikely now you say it out loud. Shame. It would have been amazing to see the two of them fighting together. I'll not forget the debt I owe you, King Vernon. Not for long as I live. Cool. Okay. That's another one checked off. The rest are in Holograd, I think. Oh no. Pen pals. I gotta go back to Rymdal. Keep your feet on the ground. Oh yeah. Okay, so I do need to go back to Rymdal. Let's use the powerful magic of editing to get to our next destination quickly. Before we go inside Rymdal, let's check for this ingredient over here. Oh, here it is. Alright, Moonstone Ice. Alright, what's next on Roddy's list? Oh, that's it. Okay, so we'll take the ingredients to Roddy after we go into Rymdal and turn in this quest. I'm sure this lady will be so bummed out that her pen pal isn't Truff. There you are. So, what was he like? Wow, so I was right. He really is mature, sophisticated, witty, and cool. Oh, be still my beating heart. This is what love feels like, isn't it? Teehee. That decides it. My next letter is going to be the big one. It's time to put my heart down on the page at last. Thank you so much for helping me take the plunge, and wish me luck. Okay. Yeah, she's a... No, she seems like young-ish. Younger than the old guy for sure. But whatever. Now back to Wiswall to turn in the ingredients to Roddy. Alright, Roddy. Make us that OP staff now.
Ah, there you are. Sorry, you probably had a right old nightmare hunting down that little lot, didn't you?
Nightmare my foot, you patronising old goat, you. Could have done it in half the time if we'd wanted.
That's the spirit. Right, let's get started, shall we? Do you remember when Vigintio first came to town?
How could I forget? I've not seen a head that inflated before or since. And he didn't let up with his big talk, even in front of Lady Emma. I knew it was going to be a set too to remember.
Aye. Let us see once and for all who is the greatest sorcerer in the land, or whatever nonsense he was spouting. Not that she was the slightest bit impressed.
He put on a heck of a show though. Gave her a proper run for her money if I remember rightly. But she came through in the end.
Pig-headed so-and-so wouldn't take no for an answer though, would he? Kept on coming back for more.
Aye. I don't know about greatest sorcerer in the land, but he certainly had the thickest skin. Why was he so obsessed with winning anyway? Still puzzles me even now. The book! Look, it's Lady Emma's funeral.
Oh, I wonder if Vigintio killed her.
Oh, the poor people of Wiswald. So sad at Lady Emma's passing, traipsing through the streets in pathetic tribute. Finally, I've won! Finally, I have defeated the stubborn old witch. She couldn't outwit death, but I could! And I didn't just outwit it. I outdid it, surpassed it, became the mighty White. I have proven I am better than her. I win. I win. And now I stand as the undisputed wizarding champion of the world! Ouch! It hurts! But the fear of pain, the fear of death itself, I have overcome them both! I have beaten them! I have won! I have become the almighty, mighty White! I may have lost to her more than once, but only just. Every time, only just. So in a way, I mostly won. Every single time. And now I have the power. Power over fear. Power over death. The mighty White wins the day once and for all, indisputably. Perhaps I should try to calm down a little. Wait. No. What is that? Who are you? Who else revels in the passing of the cursed witch? Wait. You're congratulating me? Celebrating my momentous victory? Good! Yes, praise me. Bow before me. I am the greatest in the world! Oh! It hurts. Hurts so good. Give me more! More! My wounds will commemorate my victory! They will mark me as the greatest wizard of them all! More! 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 Ow!
Man, what a performance by that voice actor.
So he was here. He came to watch the procession.
Not just to watch it, to celebrate it. He was even more twisted than we knew. How could he possibly think of that as winning?
Time to pop the Waldash in. All done. Here you go, old pal. A wand imbued with the power to take down a mighty White, no less. Not to mention all the extra oomph from the other ingredients I had you gather.
Well, I'll certainly not be saying no to a gift like that.
Good. Just remember, don't let the power mess with your mind. If you do, you'll soon end up like Vigintio. Keep your feet on the ground and your head out of the clouds.
Lady Emma's old catchphrase, eh? Aye, I'll be sure not to let myself get carried away.
Alright, quest complete. Got the Divine Rod from Rade, and check out this party chat. Between life and death. All that mighty white stuff's got me wondering what must it feel like not being able to die. It's not quite not being able to die exactly. It's more like you're dead, but you're still conscious. Your heart stopped beating, your body's cold, you can't taste anything, not that you'd need to eat. That sounds like no fun at all. Hard to believe someone would go through all that, even if it was to avoid dying. Aye, the fear of the end's a powerful thing, but becoming undead doesn't mean you avoid your death, it makes it last forever. And despite knowing this, he still chose to become what he became. I guess he really wanted to get one over on Lady Emma. He thought he was the greatest wizard of all time, and the fact that she was more famous and better respected, well, it obviously sent him a bit mad. Then of course, she killed him, which really can't have made him like her anymore. So he did all that just to get back at someone? Aye, vanity's a dangerous thing. Sure was for Vigintio. Jealousy and hatred will consume a person and destroy them in the end. Let's hope he's finally free of all that now at least. And let's check out that rod. Is it really that good? And there's the poison dagger that we got earlier. Additional effect poison. That's gonna be cool. Divine rod. Light attacks do 30% more damage. Wow. Let's equip that to Elvis here real quick. Life ring dramatically boosts the wearer's HP. Wow. Alright. Now I believe those are all the quests. Oh no, hold on. We got more. Oh jeez. Did I miss this one? Oh, Elvis. He's got another quest.
Smell that.
Smell what?
You're joking, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I've not come across that sweet, sweet aroma for a good old while. Excuse me, pal. You've got some Mandarin tea in, aye?
You've a keen nose on you, eh? A connoisseur, are we?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I know my Mandarin tea at least. Used to drink buckets of the stuff.
That would explain it then. Aye, it's a flavour that's hard to forget, that's for sure. I'd offer you some, but we've just this minute sold out, I'm afraid.
What? You're kidding me. Talk about getting a fellow's hopes up. So, what I can smell is my chances of having a cup wafting out of the door. Oh, well, that's just perfect.
Sorry, I really am. Tell you what, if I ever get some more in, I'll set you a bag aside. How about that?
That's nice of you and all, but I'm a travelling man. I'll probably be long gone by then. Typical. It's all I can think of now. But honestly, you've got to try it. There's a reason they call it the tea lover's tea of teas.
Wow. That does sound pretty special.
So special that after I introduced it to my family, they started having it made by special appointment, no less.
Wait, I thought I recognized you. You're a Leslie, eh? No wonder you know your tea. Your lot used to be my best customers.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe you can have a dig around in the stockroom and see what you can find for old time's sake.
I'd love to help you, laddie. But I really have run out. And the only way to get more is to hunt down a lairad or two. The problem with that being that you don't see so many of them round our way these days. To be honest, it was a bit of a miracle that I managed to get my hands on that last batch.
Yeah, what a pickle, eh? Well, looks like there's only one thing for it.
You're planning on hunting some of these things down yourself?
Of course I am. How else are we supposed to get our hands on these tea leaves?
Wait, we?
Aye, Or were you planning on making me do it on my own? Look, you'll thank me when you've tried this tea, I promise you. It's going to blow your tiny little mind. Or my name's not Elvis, Baron of Beverages.
Aye, and I'll pay you a pretty penny for any you can't use as well.
You've got yourself a deal, my friend. Alrighty, a-hunting we will go.
Okay, we have to defeat some Leyrads now. Elvis's last name is Leslie. Elvis Leslie, really? Let's take a look at our quests. Man, I really want to make it to Holograd. Come on, we gotta hurry. Alright, so whatever a Leyrad is, it's gonna spawn here. Hopefully that's one of them. Hope it's not as rare as the shopkeeper made it seem. They don't appear anymore. Ugh, bad bits.
We must not grow complacent. Our quest must go on.
This is interesting.
Right, so none of those were it. I was thinking maybe it was the plant monster, but I don't know. Maybe because it's nighttime they won't come out. But I feel like the quest would have said something.
Right, that'll do nicely.
One must
Yeah,
never
none of
stop
these are
learning.
Leyrads or whatever. We'll just have to keep fighting, I guess.
Want to see what I can really do? Another one bites the dust.
Hardly worth the bother.
Man, I don't get it. Alright, it's daytime. Let's see if we can find some Leyrads in the daytime. Oh, there you go.
Now you've made me mad.
Alright.
Check this out. Yes, I've got another one.
I'll never forget this little journey we've all been on together.
That's a new one. Okay, Elvis. Well, there's the Mandarin tea. I hope it was just one that we needed. Oh, we need 3. Okay. Well, at least now we know what they look like. Hopefully some more will spawn elsewhere. Oh, and a treasure chest. Mithril shield. Oh no, it's becoming nighttime. Oh, lame. Oh, there we go. I guess they do spawn at night. I just have to move around a lot. Oh, there's 2 of them.
It's time to get serious. All right, who's next?
Want to see what I can really do?
Come and get it! Better cover up.
Crafty wee devil! Time to play my trump cards. Right, let's get you patched up.
You are about to witness my true power. Maelstrom of magic assail you.
Don't get complacent now.
Oh, just 1. Bummer. Finally, there we go.
All right, who's next? Sorry, don't check this out.
No rest for the
You
wicked.
are back. All right, who's next? I've got another one. Who's next?
I suppose our wee adventure's nearly at an end, eh? Woo-wee! Look at this great pile of leaves we've gathered.
Nobody's gonna be running short of your favorite tea now, huh?
Aye, and I couldn't have done it without you. I owe you big time for this one, old pal. Now, prepare yourself for a cuppa that'll change your life. Ah, well, let's go and offload the surplus first, eh? Business before pleasure.
Ugh, okay, let's go. How strange that the tea leaves come from a monster.
Here you go, as promised.
Crikey! I didn't expect you to bring me this much.
Never underestimate the power of a good cup of tea to light a fire under a fellow.
All right, let's get you paid up, shall we? A pleasure doing business with you.
And speaking of pleasure, I reckon it's time we got a cup of this nectar down us, don't you? Hooey. That's the stuff. I could drink a bathful and still come back for more. And yourself? Bet you've never tasted anything like it, eh?
It's good. Has a certain something. I can see how you get to like it so much.
And get to like it I did. Lady Emma and I used to have a cup every afternoon. There was something about it. No matter how many times she'd told me off during the day, she'd always be nice to me at tea time. Aye, she taught me a lot. Made me the man I am today. But the first lesson I ever learned from her was how to brew a proper pot of this stuff. What you're tasting there, that's Lady Emma in a cup. I started brewing it at home and pretty soon the whole family was hooked. That's how come we started ordering it in specially. But learning to make it was no mean feat. There's a lot to it, and I was no more patient back then than I am now. She stuck with me, no. Drilled it into me until I got it right at last. Best teacher a man could hope to have. I sometimes think I should have done more to thank her. Not much I can do about it now, though.
Hey, Elvis. Do you ever wish you could go back? Maybe if you could do it all again, you'd listen more. Try harder.
Nah. I'd be just as bad as I was the first time round, I'm sure. Some things run too deep. And besides, that angry face of hers was an absolute peach. I'd never have got to see it if I'd been a goody two-shoes. Anyway. That's enough nostalgia for one day. Sorry to bore you.
Oh, it wasn't boring at all. I'd like to hear more sometime. Maybe over a cup of this delicious tea.
Aye. I'd like that.
Alright, very nice. Booster buns. MP ones. Didn't we get money? I thought we were supposed to get money from selling those. Sweating the details. So you're particular about your tea, huh, Elvis? Nope. That's just one of the things I'm particular about. Yep, Mr. Don't Sweat the Details here, he sweats them plenty when it comes to how stuff tastes. As should anybody who enjoys the finer things in life. Only the most sophisticated flavors can truly soothe the soul. Indeed, although such obsessions can be taken to excess, of course. Pfft, says you. Wine's a good example. You need to know your vintages, your grapes, your producers. There's all sorts of factors to consider when picking a bottle. Fail to sweat the details there, and you're in a whole world of trouble. But what about your tavern selection? I don't see you sweating many details there. Ha! Shows what you know. With taverns, it's all about the atmosphere. It's not just a place to get a drink, it's a place to escape the stresses and stains of the world. To celebrate life in all its messy glory. So you'd best believe I'm sweating plenty of details when I pick one. And it takes an expert to spot a winner, I can promise you that. He's totally right. If the atmosphere's wrong, everything's wrong. Aye, and only then do you worry about what you're drinking. You want something that'll get you steadily but reliably merry, nothing too fiery. Hey, the fiery stuff is what gets you reliably merry. Why not cut straight to the chase? Because, my dear girl, that would be vulgar in the extreme. A gentleman takes these things gradually. Oh, and there I was thinking they were in agreement for once. So they're sweating the details about which details to sweat now? I can't keep up. Huh. Alright. Okay. Now we can finally head to Holograd, because I think the only ones left are Holograd ones. Yep. And I'm sure we'll pick some up over there. We'll have to end the episode pretty soon. But let's at least go to Holograd and see what that looks like. There we go. Now we can finally explore without, like, having to worry about the guards spotting us and stuff like that. New monsters, too. Oh, I think those are the snake things I'm supposed to fight. Probably, I think.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Oh yeah, the stenos.
Better cover up.
Nice! Perfect! I enjoyed that! Yeah! I got another one!
You are about to witness my true power. Primordial forces consume you.
Want to see what I can really do?
Secret powers restore you!
Time to play my trump card. You can rely on me.
Thank you. Prepare to meet your maker. Maelstrom of magic assail you.
Don't get complacent now. I wonder what's next for me.
Oh, there's a snake skin. Oh, we need 5 of those. Okay. We'll have to take care of that in the next episode and take a look at some of these new enemies and hopefully catch them. For now, let's go inside Holograd. Whoa. We've got 4 new quests we can pick up. Wow. Alright, well, we will accept those first thing when we start the next episode. And I'll try not to ramble as much. So until then, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.